Hey, how you doing? It's your boy here coming back at you another video, and today I'm gonna be going through my movie collection. It's gonna be kind of neat. This is actually one of my first ideas I've ever had when doing a YouTube video. It's about like 5 years ago, keeping five, I suppose. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of go through all my movies here. Not quite sure where we're gonna go, but hey, it could get interesting. I own a lot of movies. Um, but let's see. Well, I own for starters, because I like to keep stuff overall pretty like the sets together. I need to re go through re, go through my shit real quick. I've gotten a couple of new movies recently. Kind of went there. Um, I got all the Freddy's here. I don't got like all the original like prints because they always reprint movies. Like for example, this is the Infinifilm version. Freddy right there. Pretty cool. They got the little behind the scenes footage and all that. You can push to play at the button. It's pretty cool. You all do a whole video talking about that series of DVD. Plus, you got Buddy's Wonder 4. Pretty cool. And 5 through 8. Yeah, these are definitely the reprints. There's nothing bad with reprinting the movies. They like to do it in bulk. So sometimes the discs are not as creative as, let's say, I don't know, 5 is not definitely not as creative as, let's say, 2, although 2 uses Wes Craven's New Nightmare because it's a completely different Freddy. And like you could see that Freddy here, it's the same Freddy here. But at least they try to keep some of that creativity in mind. Um we also got Harry Potter's Wonder 4. Oh, sorry, Harry Potter's 1, 2, because I don't own all of them. Not yet anyway. Pretty close. Pretty close. We got Transformers. Very cool. Um got the first 7 Saws. That was $7. It definitely a good price for that. I had Jigsaw somewhere. It pays both have streaming and a physical library because you don't know which one is going to break. You don't know which one you're absolutely going to need. And some movies you can't find on streaming services the same way you can't find some movies on DVD. Then you gotta go to VHS, Laserdisc, and all that. Maybe I'll start racking up a VHS collection. That'd be pretty cool. I would like to see that. Just kind of, yeah, I'm old enough to remember VHSs. Let's see here, my birthday's on October 24th, so yeah, I'm like 20. Yeah, I'm almost 20, so I definitely know that kind of stuff. Got the Chuckies for the most part. Um, Missing the previous two. Not overall bad series. Uh, my first Redbox Blu-ray because I got this. My mom has a nasty habit of keeping red boxes, but that's okay because usually the Redbox movies she keeps are very good. And I gotta negotiate getting movies from her. I'm not buying them for myself. Um, First 3 Halloweens, it's pretty stable, pretty solid. Lord of the Rings trilogy, oh yeah! Shout out to my grandma, woo! Oh yeah, Miss Elizabeth, you're watching, so that's cool. Hitchhiker's Guide, definitely a cool movie there. Um, Blades 1 through 3. The House of Clinton is actually a series, not a movie. The movie that is demonstrated as a film is actually a pilot. So there's that. All three Harry Potters. Tyler and Otis. Pretty cool. Got a couple of the scary movies. My copy two's fucked up recently, but Yeah, of course, Brad. Hey, awesome. Some Burton gang. So, see, we have one person in the chat. Hey, how you doing? We also got these Silence of the Lambs. I own most of these. Now a lot of people like to confuse the order. Now, outside of Manhunter, I pretty much know the order. Okay, it is Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal. Then before all that, you put Hannibal Rising because that's the prequel. Um, Hannibal, as in the show, it's in between. Is right around Silence of the Lambs and right around Red Dragon. It's like right in the middle. But I honestly think it's an alternate continuity due to the events. But that's just me. Pet Cemetery, that's an awesome movie. Got Wayne's World 1 and 2. Alright. Happy Feet, that's a fun movie. I like that one a lot. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Not own 2016 yet. I got to get part of the collection also. But hey, movie reviews, so that's cool. Definitely like to talk about movies. Um, got Bill and Ted 1 and 2. Hey, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Cannot wait to watch that. The current plans are to rent the movie off of Vudu and watch it together as a family. Some of my favorite memories growing up is hanging out with the family and watching a movie, a home cooked meal, or just a bunch of like takeout or something. But just watching movies like that has always been my stuff. I was like favorite memories growing up, besides like the holidays and stuff. That's for sure. Yeah, Hellboy 1 and 2. Very cool, very awesome. Miss Congeniality 2. Yeah, a little bit of a niche as they call it. Iron Man 1 through 3. Oh yeah, there we go. Got the Harold and Kumar movies. That's cool. I got both versions of the Chocolate Factory, both Willy Wonka and Charlie. For two completely different reasons. I own one half of the Bible. Shout out to Deathblade or Cyberblade, whichever one. Yeah. I also own one half of the Hunger Games. Can't really, when I able to actually just destroy through a novel, I gotta grind up on my novel reading because like I read the first 300 books over a year. It's like 10 to 15 minute periods. I'm kind of a slow reader, but I guess just kind of buff up. Yeah, well, that's in space. Pretty cool. Venom. Most places charge $20 for Venom. I got that Black Friday thing, and I went in there and I got this for $8. Now it was in the rack. It was a demo thing, but it's still it's Venom. It's the actual disc. It's the movie. It's the menu. It's all that stuff. It was $8. Got It Chapter 1 for $7. Got The Exorcist, the first Exorcist. Now the extended director's cut. So that would mean if there's a theatrical directors, the extended there's an extended directors. Oh my, Mirrors, that's a good one. Yeah, Creep Show, that's a really awesome one. Frankenweenie. I've been talking a lot about Frankenweenie and the Burton films going back on recently. Some really good movies. Got Pitch Black. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the Rick movies. But I've seen pieces of the second one. I've seen the first one a few times. Never actually sat down and watched it though. So I guess it's on my bucket list. Zombieland, hey, it's a good movie. I personally thought Double Tap was pretty cool. Um, overall, definitely don't fucking like the fact that there was not enough Twinkies. Cool thing. We went to see Zombieland 2. We actually snuck in Twinkies into the theater. That was my idea, so that was pretty cool. I say. We went like, October last year. The Dark Knight trilogy, awesome. Pan's Labyrinth, that's a good movie. You need the subtitles, of course, if you don't know how to speak Spanish. But if you do, you're straight. It's a really good movie if you really give it a chance. It's just foreign. Silent Hill, this was really good. I actually kind of looking back on it, I actually dig the second one too. I think it's more for the fact that I like some of the effects versus the movie itself because oh my god, it's kind of it's very it's not good structure wise, that's for sure. First Silent Hill is phenomenal, like, straight up. I think a lot of people when they think about the video game curse, they think about first of all disrespect to source material. Two, probably the atmosphere of the games. Truth be told, I don't think video game movies are as bad as they have made that we have made them out to be, but they are kind of bad sometimes. Like Mortal Kombat is not that bad. Resident Evil, oh man, like the first two aren't like awful, but like they just became their own thing, which is cool and important. But a lot of people didn't see it that way. I'm not naming no names. Personally, I'm not room to talk when it comes to Resident Evil fan. I like 4 and 7. Those were my favorites. Got the Short Circuit 2. That was pretty cool. Nice little robot. Cool crap. Got the Goonies. Very cool. Very awesome family flick. Insidious is 1 and 2. Definitely a big fan of Insidious overall. Now, a lot of people say horror movies are dead overall, and I'll agree. There really is no room. There's no innovations anymore because nobody's really trying hard to make some really good stuff. But one of the key factors to somebody doesn't succumb to jump scares or doesn't succumb to the basic stuff, the basic senses of fear. Um, I'd say it comes down to 3 things: story, atmosphere, music. Music in a horror movie can make all the difference. You can put a laugh track over the kills, and hey, it just sounds like a normal day in the house. Like Michael Myers, Halloween. The piano, like that's where it was at. That movie is still wonderful. Like definitely a crowning achievement, I think, in horror cinema. Yeah, keep on going here. The Underworld stuff. Now I haven't watched all the Underworld stuff, but I will at some point. That'd be kind of cool. Check out Alien versus Predator. Yeah, I mean, I kind of have a guilty pleasure for this. If this would have been R initially, then there would have been no problem. The fact that they were making 2 R-rated characters, PG-13, yeah, it was going to be kind of jangly to begin with. Um, at the end of the day, though, looking back on this, if you don't really connect it to any of the previous Alien or Predator films, it's not bad at all. If you really the really bad one is Requiem. That one looks cheap, it feels cheap, and honestly, if you're just looking for kills, that's the kind of movie that you're looking for. Like I'll give you an example. This was just tasteful, I think. Um, There was a whole room of fucking pregnant babies. Yes, pregnant babies. They had the face huggers on the fucking infants. Like, I get that they're cruel and fucked up monsters, but the fact that you wrote that to be in there, like, the monsters in horror films are only as fucked up as the people that write them out to be. Like Halloween, right? He's an unstoppable, killable monster, but like in five, he does show like he has a tiny speck of a heart. So it's all the pinnacle writers. But like, why pregnant babies? Like, why not just throw another xenomorph queen in there? That would have been kick ass. I'm actually really big on Alien and Predator. Like, I like Predator, but but I'm also a big fan of Aliens too. So it's kind of like Freddy versus Jason. Definitely a Jason boy. I mean, Jason boy. I mean, like, Animal Odd Couples, and like Friends and stuff too. Very cute. Maybe I should start getting some more documentaries. I don't know. I'm doing my toys thing. Got the Dollman, Demonic Toys, Dollman versus Demonic Toys. The FCU, I guess, the Full Moon Cinematic Universe. Because every now and again, the Full Moon movies come around in. Full Moon is awesome, I think. Or it can be. Damn it, Ben. Predator. Now, that's awesome movie. I haven't seen Chewie in years. Like, I ain't seen it in years. But I have seen Alien versus Predator, a while back, sir. That I did not see the Predator, and I saw Predators. Very interesting. Not everybody reads up on comics and lores. Not everybody has the resources or time for that. So sometimes introducing a new key component to something that's already vital, like for example, in Green Lantern, if they were to add another Lantern Corp in the in sequel, right? It's like, oh wow, so there's multiple corps when that's very based and big on the mythology. So like, I guess a big comic book fan would be like, yeah, it's always been there, and they're like, wow, how can you notice? Because they don't really have the time and resources to do that. But you really can go out of your way to see a 3 hour movie at the most. It would not kill your time, and that's what a lot of the film studios, I guess, try to keep in mind there. Um, at the end of the day, though, it actually really excites me to see them do newer stuff in the comic book movies. Don't go with basic vanillas and stuff all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, basic vanilla is very important. But you also gotta mix up the flavors. Like for me, I would love to see a Lantern movie that goes straight to it and just all the Lantern Corps. Like that would be it right there. Um, got X Men's 2 and 3 and Future Past, as well as Dope Wolverine. Very cool. I actually really dig the X Men movies overall. Jaws 1. Jaws pretty cool. Got Logan. Actually, my first Blu-ray before I fucking threw it out, and definitely paid for that one. They even had the noir thing on there. Maybe I'll get it again someday. Big Daddy, it's cool. Balto. Oh yeah, hey, thanks Uncle Bill. Um, Glass. I haven't seen this one yet. I actually gotta go back and watch Unbreakable too. I think and Split. Damn, that's like 1, 2, 3 cinematic universe right there. Little Vampire. Oh, this is a cute one. Chicken Run. I grew up with that one a lot. Definitely a big one. E.T. E.T. from home. Definitely like E.T. a lot. Rain Man. Now Rain Man's cool. It's really good. Like I guess it's important to mix it up. Be diverse. Let's see. I Am Legend. I don't know why I kept that one. I mean, it's kind of okay, I guess. It's all right. I guess. Yeah. So Treasure. That's a cool one. Killer Clowns. Oh yeah, gotta love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Definitely big cult classic. Hustle and Flow. Yeah, definitely like that one. Look at that trick. Magic Mike. I keep that for people that like to watch that. No, no, seriously, it is a good movie. I just, I just don't think it's for. I don't think it's 100% for my type of audience, like my type of like the stuff I watch. But Goosebumps. That's a pretty good one. I like that one a lot. Independence Day. That's an awesome movie. 13 Ghosts. I own both versions, the new one and the old one. Honestly, I like both, but for completely different reasons. Labyrinth. Now, Labyrinth is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Price is pretty cool. Stripes, very neat as well. Alright, let's take a spot there for a second. So we got Beetlejuice, very big. Halloween Horror Nights House this year, Scare Zone or whatever. I don't know exactly. Got Roadhouse, very cool. My personal favorite Patrick Swayze movie is Ghost. Ghost, Ghost, Roadhouse, then Dirty Dancing. Hey, what's up? Next up, we got going on here is Spaceballs. Oh yeah, definitely my favorite spoof of all time. Pretty awesome. Let me see here. We also got Idle Hands. Yeah, that's a really good one too. Blind Side, definitely for the more emotional side. Dark City. Oh yeah, Dark City. Oh yeah, big one. This is a big. This movie. I think is extremely underrated. Very cool. Could use some more exposure. The story is cool. The visuals are nice. The effects aren't too awfully dated. Um, this one's definitely good. Definitely. Damn, I almost want to pop this motherfucker in after I'm done. Um, this is, um, I was thinking about the kid friendliness of this because I own some kid friendly movies. Shark Tale. I grew up on Shark Tale a lot. Shark Tale, the awesome movie. Old School's pretty cool. Eat that more for the comedy basis. Chappie, really like Chappie a lot. Oh, big fan of Chappie. Bruce Almighty, very funny movie. It's pretty darn good. On a paddle. A lot of people don't like this movie, and that's fine. I think it's pretty cool, like funny and stuff overall. I guess you just kind of not have to take it seriously. I don't think I've ever seen a critic not take a film seriously, though. So relax. Definitely, this is a huge childhood one. This is like Like a lot of people grew up on Disney and stuff, and I guess I did to a certain degree too. But it was other movies too, like Secret of Nim, uh, big on superheroes. So it's a good time. It was a good time to be born, considering after pretty much after Blade was good, and then X-Men was good. That every film studio was trying their hardest to pick up superhero stuff. Here we are. It's like, let's see here. Got The Hills Run Red. The twists were kind of the twister. Now looking back on it, the twists are just kind of all right. The kills are very cool though, and the babyface killer is pretty neat. There's that. Um, Half baked stoner flick. Yeah, can I say? Got a few stoners in the family. Nothing wrong with that though. Don't necessarily condone that kind of activity. If you're watching a really bad movie, I hope you chill out. 30 Days of Night, very cool. 13 Ghosts. Yeah, like I said, I got both. Wedding Crashers, yeah, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. One of the very first adult comedies I've seen, I suppose. 1408. Now, talk about a movie. Like, people that don't like horror movies because of jump scares and all this, this right here is a movie that, like, has all of the fears. Psychological, audio, visual, all the types of fear in one. Music. Some people think that repetition is terrifying in a film, I suppose. But yeah, 1408, awesome film, like straight up. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is my favorite animated movie of all time. This is my favorite musical of all time. This is my favorite Tim Burton movie of all time. Jack Skellington is my favorite cartoon character of all time. One that really speaks to my soul. Love Night Before Christmas ever since I was little. Probably won't stop loving it. If they ever do a live action one, I think they should embrace the fact that Jack is childlike. Deep down, he's very curious, very handsome, very sweet, intelligent skull. Just got bored. That's all. Oh yeah. Speaking of awesome Burton movies, is Coraline. This is pretty awesome. Really like this one a lot. Shazam, very awesome one. I like that one too. Very DC, of course. Probably the only DCEU film I own right now. Could probably change that. I like Aquaman a lot too. Then we got Jim Carrey, A Series of Fortunate Events. Now, I really enjoy the whole Series of Fortunate Events thing. The volunteer fire department stuff is kind of alright, but the fact that this guy is going around chasing his kids, like I like that. I like that storyline. Very cool. Sorry. Um, yeah, Kindergarten Cop. That's a cute movie. Road to El Dorado. Yeah, that was a big one as far as childhood goes. Um, The Indian in the Cupboard. That's a good one too. Like that one a lot. Very good family. Very awesome message. Priest. Very cool. It is a run of the mill action flick, but I also really dig the whole religious stuff. And plus, see people shoot stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, does that really need to be complex? Just you know, not everything has to be complex. But if you can make some things are better complex and some things are better simple. Like Trick or Treat right here. This was super complex and it probably would not have been as cool. But Trick or Treat, definitely awesome. They'll definitely be horror movie to simplify Halloween, I think. I mean, it has more Halloween stuff in it than Halloween does. But it doesn't mean it's not a Halloween movie. But Trick or Treat is it's awesome. It's an awesome movie, and I think I need to get a new copy of this one too. Spartans, that's a good one too. A lot of people go super hard on spoof movies. The spoof movies, first of all, are not meant to be taken seriously. Secondly, it's a lot like Family Guy. If you get the joke, that's funny. If you don't, move on. At least that's how I look at spoofs. Now, some people will still be like, "Oh my god, this, that, this." They were just trying to make a quick buck and hope you would get a quick laugh. I mean, is that really bad at the end of the day? No. And I guess people don't like do spoofs anymore because they're be too critical. Hey, mom, mom. I guess she loves just do or something. Um, well, like I was gonna bring up mom up here, or try to anyway because she's really big on the spoofs. Let's see here. Got some SpongeBob. SpongeBob definitely big in my family. Definitely huge. Flashpoint Paradox. That's a good one. Really cool that the Flash movie is going to be based around that. Different Batmans and stuff. The whole thing. The storyline overall is just really cool. Cloverfield. Now, I do have a confession to make. I'm not a big fan of the found footage stuff. I think it's due to the fact that maybe it's just extremely overrated. I mean, I could go woo too, but again, I guess for me at least, like it comes down to three things: atmosphere, backstory, music. Those are the things that I remember the most from horror films. Found footage films really don't rely on a lot of music. Very vaguely are there really cool stories based around found footage films. Like, let's take Cloverfield for example. Cloverfield's about a giant Godzilla-like monster, and the found footage is the devastation of the monster and its children. That's awesome. A ghost haunts a house, and there's camera footage for like the umpteenth time. Like, all right, I mean, but haven't we already seen this one before? That's what happens a lot in the movie industry. It's that they find something that works, it makes them comfortable. Of course, you know, there's stuff here and there that they take a shot in the dark. Like for example, Doctor Sleep. They wait 40 years to make the second Shining. I thought it completely paid off. It is really cool. I really like this one quite a bit. Definitely one of the better horror movie sequels because not only does it stay true to the original, but also it follows pretty good on overall storyline. It expands the mythology of the Shining storylines, and at the end of the day, it's just a good movie. I mean, Scooby Doo, definitely a big fan of Scooby Doo. Yeah, not the biggest fan I know, but hey, I do like Scooby Doo a lot. Yeah, I thought about actually going through all the Scooby Doo direct to DVD videos. Maybe I'll do that one year. Um, Legend of the Vampire is very special to me. It's probably because it's the one I've watched the most growing up, besides like the live action movies. Definitely like the live action movies a lot. Um, Elf, that's a cute movie. It's another one of those Infinite films. This one right there. Yeah. Um, let's see here. We got Garfield Christmas. That's pretty cool. Well, it's called Happy Holidays, but just such. Um, got Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park. I haven't really seen the other ones outside of World and Park, so I guess I gotta fix up on that one. The Matrix, got definitely like the Matrix a lot. The Matrix, definitely like that one. All the symbolism and the whoa. James Silent Bob Strike Back. No, that's a fun movie. Now I haven't seen Clerks, one or two. I haven't seen Mallrats ever since I was a kid, so like a really young kid. Yeah, those are the kind of movies you show to your 6 year old. Oh hell yeah! Uh, I'll never blame the media for how I perceive things. But at the end of the day, movies and shows and television does not perceive how you think. You are the one that figures out how you think about it. Like, for example, Billy Madison. You could go deep and complex on the psychology of a guy that acts like a little kid, but at the end of the day, I don't really perceive it that well. I mean, I could perceive it that way, but I choose to perceive it as a silly little flick that's funny, got a great message, and it's just funny. It's just funny. I'm not saying that his brain isn't fucked or anything, but sometimes it's just funny. Don't think too deep about it, because the more you think deeper about stuff, things become less funny. Trust me. I don't find very little things I find funny anymore. That's okay. Just a brief warning there behind the deep thinkers that try to think deeper because they're bored or something. And nothing wrong with deep thinking. Just if you think too deep, you might not make it out the same person. Pumpkinhead, that's a cool one. 9. Oh yeah, definitely big on 9. I'm surprised there was even more Tim Burton CGI. Maybe Burton has gone beyond a director, but a whole genre in itself. That's an interesting way to look at it because some of the Burton movies aren't even actually made by Burton. He's the executive producer, he's the writer. He's not 100% aboard the project, but it has his style and it has his flair. Recently, he really hasn't done the flair, the awesome, dark, goth, fucked up atmosphere things that he's known for. I think because he's just trying to play it safe. Nothing wrong with playing it safe, but but you can't do it all the time. Because then you're not going to be innovating. You're not going to be trying new things. For example, I wouldn't even a year ago. I wouldn't even dreamt of doing a video without my mask on, but here I am. Got Nacho Libre. That's a cute movie. That's definitely distinct taste, I suppose. The Muppets take that. Definitely cute Muppets, man. I mean, Muppets are huge. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, I like that. I was always more into the Dead Man's Chest growing up, because the Davy Jones locker, the Davy Jones himself, and all that. Pretty cool. Night Museum. Now I like the first two growing up a lot. I didn't watch the third one until later on. Um, Looking back at the whole thing, it's actually really awesome. I heard they're going to do a series. I hope that they still have the tablet and everything fixed up. Maybe it's an alternate continuity or something. But to kind of see that as a series and maybe each episode is a brand new historical figure kind of coming to life, like that would actually be a fun show. Like with all seriousness, they put that on Disney Plus. I'm all over it like rice. I don't think you should ever make a show based on a movie if you don't have like something cool to bring to the table. Like for example, The Mask, Jim Carrey as a cartoon series, bringing that character and continuing that style into animation, awesome. Now I never watched the series, but I've seen it and I know it exists, and it's just like, oh yeah, they definitely has something there. Like I honestly would have liked to have seen a Goonies series. That would have been cool. Or a Grimm's cartoon. Oh yeah, Grimm's cartoon. I would have ate that up. But alas, not every cool movie gets a cartoon series. A good chunk of them do, but not all. That's more of an 80s, 90s practice. Mm. Scooby Doo and Kiss. I think I had this more for the collaboration effort because now looking back at it, this is one of the lower level ones. I like the Scooby Doo and Kiss thing. Don't get me wrong. Most of the songs though have some of their stuff edited out. Um, a lot of the things that they do, it's a cookie cutter plot. You'd think it would be kind of cool, like they go to a Kiss concert and the monsters ambush it, but no, they actually go to a theme park. That's cool and all, but it's already been done before several times. So that was the WrestleMania one. That was a bunch of them. So that was the first live action movie. I swear they visit more than just theme parks. They visit museums, castles, carnivals. Like I'd like to see the abandoned carnival in live action with the ghost clown. Now, that would be dope. One of my personal favorite Scooby monsters is the Luna Ghost. He doesn't make a big impression or a lasting impression to most people, but to me it's just like wow, he's cool. He's floating around. He's like illuminated and stuff. He looks kind of like I guess you could kind of say he looks more like a clown ghost, although honestly, I think he looks more like a mime, the whole black and white thing. But hey, Terrifier and shit. Bad Santa, that's a really good movie. Definitely not the Christmas movie for the little ones. But hey, on the other side, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Boom, there you go. Got one for the adults and one for the kids. Now, the one for the family. Tell you something. This movie is a crown jewel in the family. My family, personally. This is the movie we watch every dinner, every Christmas if we can help it. If we have our way about it. Wizard of Oz. It's a great tradition picked up by my great grandma. She started doing it, so we started doing it. I ever have my own family, I would like for that to happen. I would prefer for that to happen because it's a family tradition and those are kind of important in my family. Of course, or I'm gonna have probably adoptive kids. Nothing wrong with that. I would prefer to have that. Um, I think that honestly, my baby brother and my younger brother are gonna bring in the bundles of joy. They're gonna be the ones visited by the stork. Mortal Kombat 1, very cool. Definitely like that one. Definitely one of my more personal favorite video game based movies. I think my top four are Sonic, Silent Hill, Pokemon, and then Mortal Kombat. Just like my top four. Um, Don't Be a Menace. Again, the whole spoof genre, very fun. I own both parts of it. The big ass fucking film version. That's like very long. Now the miniseries is long, and a lot of people think that the 1990 movie, was actually a movie. No, it was a two-part miniseries split between two nights. So I guess if I ever do a review on it, I guess I'll do it on both parts. Because you have the first part is memories. You don't come back together. The second part is the adult story. enough. Very great way to do it. What it did was that it divided the parts. The first movie is kids, the second movie is adults. But the adults have brand new memories. So we got to see more stuff. Um Very important movie to me. It's because it opened me up to the idea that reboots could be something more than just okay, hey, we're bored, we're gonna make a new one. But what it did was that it brought new stuff to the table. It added new effects. It added new ways to kill people. It added new things that went deeper into the source material. And because of things like that, it's just like, wow, well, they reboots. Maybe not all reboots suck. Of course, 13 Ghosts was a reboot, but I didn't know that at the time. Batman 89, oh yeah, huge. First of all, big Batman fan. Love Batman. Love Batman a lot. He's my favorite DC Comics hero. Um, we also got The Shining. Or get my own carpet. Definitely going to have to be that carpet. You know, I think I'd rather just be a rug personally, because kind of a messy dude. Yeah, it's okay. It just runs in the family. That's all. Um, Goosebumps got actual episodes. One thing that's always pissed me off though, there's never been a U.S. release of the Haunted Mask one. Two, sure, but of one, no. Been a VHS release. There's been a DVD release because it comes with the seasons. There's also been international versions. United Kingdom, Australia, they have it in their seasons too. They have it. Some of them have it by themselves. Now, two has a DVD and a VHS. I don't even know if they make Goosebumps on Blu-ray. I know it's on the streaming services like Netflix, but yeah, we got Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is pretty cool overall, I'd say. Now, looking back on it, okay, it's not the greatest superhero movie of all time, but it is a very fun one. I think at the end of the day, if you don't take Nick Cage too seriously, especially when he's tripping on acid and kind of acting, then you think you'll do just fine. Watchmen, pretty cool movie. I like that one a lot. It's not that Zack Snyder's like like directions and stuff are bad. I think what it comes down to the end of the day is that it's very edgy. Sometimes it's a little too edgy, but overall, if the edginess is maintained, then it's just fine. Like for example, um, the 300 movie. Maybe they're a little too edgy sometimes. It's kind of iffy. Like Sucker Punch was very an edgy movie, but it was edgy enough to say it was edgy. But it also had a lot of atmosphere stuff. Had a lot of cool subliminals and all that, things like that. That's very cool. I think at the end of the day, it's all about how much thought he puts into it. Like Man of Steel. Before then, I wasn't even really big into Superman. But looking back at it, the fact that he really tried differently to make it a darker superhero movie and getting answering questions like what if a superhero had to kill one of the villains? Like it's really neat. Suicide Squad, no, on this one it's David Ayer, not Snyder. Now I don't know. I was never behind the Suicide Squad. It's not that I don't care or anything. It's just that first of all, I never really see Justice League. Second of all, I always thought that was too far ahead. They should have given everybody their own movie. You had Midnight the Seven, okay? Batman, Superman, Cyborg, Aquaman, The Flash, and Green Lantern. Like at the end of the day, that is enough to build a phase one. They're just trying to catch up with Marvel. It's not that you should compete with Marvel, but you need to have a substantial universe in the first place to compete with Marvel. That's why something like Star Wars is a heavy competitor. Of course, they realize now that they don't really necessarily have to compete with Marvel, but they need to get the shit together. That's what they've been doing with stuff like Aquaman. That's what they've been doing with stuff like Shazam. That's what they've been doing stuff with like Black Adam. Because what they're really trying to do now is not necessarily make the cinematic universe or even a multiverse. That's cool. That's more for bigger ideas. But what they're trying to focus more on is movies and movie basis. We also got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, as I said, I had both. Angry Birds the movie. That's a good movie. I like that. Got the first. We got the animated turtles, not the first turtles. I don't have that one. One in black. I'm keeping that for somebody. I gotta go back and watch it. I probably like it. I don't know. The Never Ending Story. Now that movie, all kinds of fucked up. It's almost like Return of Oz messed up. Of course, I have different. I'm not angry at the movie itself. I could go on a 30, 40 minute rant like movies. Why movies? The Never Ending Story. Return of Oz pissed me off. It's not the story. It's not the direction. It's not none of that. It's the adults in the story that piss me off the most. But I know maybe I shouldn't be mad, but if we're gonna do criticism, then I think that's where my devastation should go. I guess because every critic does try to review, I guess unbiasedly or I guess now extremely biasedly, Like not every movie has to be a classical masterpiece. You put yourself, you put, you keep on putting serious shit on your shelf. You have no room for funny or for fun. Then what really separates you at the end of the day? I mean, everybody wants to laugh at some point in their life. But I guess comedy is subjective. Everything at the end of the day is subjective. But if you're serious all the time, then you're really going to find it hard to have fun. And I get that serious people have fun too. Like for example, I'm overall really serious dude. I don't stop having fun. It's just that there's time and place for that. There's a mannerism for that. Um, yeah. But there are some people that just want to focus on the classic and the culture, and that's cool. But you do not, you yourself should not deprive other people of what they find is wonderful. Because everybody's gonna find the violin pretty. Some of them just want beats like drums and stuff, and that's just wonderful. But you shouldn't deprive somebody of something just because you don't like it. For example, a lot of people want to say that the Last Jedi is out of continuity. I'll have to disagree. We spent so much time hating the prequel trilogy, yet we never saw that as non-canon. But because 7, 8, and 9 were so devastatingly bad that we're removing them out of continuity altogether. Like, does anybody else not see how fucking hypocritical and fucked up that is? We gave so much shit to the prequels, so much stuff, so much hate on it, but we never said it was out of continuity. We never said it wasn't part of the bigger picture. But oh no, here comes the Disney trilogy to say, hey, Political stuff. Oh, political stuff. We don't like that. No, that is as part of the Skywalker saga. As even the original trilogy is. Because even if you don't like it, or even if you don't think it's part of continuity, it is still part of the set. For example, Spider-Man 4 would have still been part of the set. And that movie was shit on a lot of stuff that Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 built up on. Like, for example, at the end, had Spider-Man give up. Like, what the hell? Even then, it would still be part of the continuity, and it would still be part of the series. If you keep removing stuff you don't like, then you're gonna fucking keep on removing a lot of things from your life. You're supposed to. I think you're not supposed to remove everything you don't like. So you gotta balance it out. You know. Um, because they remove Confederate statues because they don't like the fact that they were Confederates at one point, but they've evolved hopefully and become better people. Not to say that Confederacy was bad. There was some good morality to it, but having slaves is a bit fucked up. Nothing wrong with a little bit of pride, so don't be too prideful. And that's why a lot of people like this and a lot of activists forget is that for some people that is that way of life. But that's why you need to focus more on yourself. And honestly, SJWs are just at the end of the day. They got way too big. So if you see an SJW hitting me or cancer culture or cancel culture, and the best thing to do is just ignore them. But they just want that attention. Focus on your stuff. Focus on the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4. Anything they don't like, they're going to hate anyway. I wonder if they like anything to begin with. Um, but yeah, don't give attention towards attention. It's like feeding Audrey too, the blood. Little shop of horrors. It's just going to get bigger. Maybe one day we can starve the SJWs. Because at the end of the day, they want sameness. They say they want diversity, but no. I guess sameness is controlled diversity. No, control diversity. Somebody who's too ignorant about the past is just as bad as someone who's too ignorant about the future. The only bliss in ignorance is knowing that you think you have enough. But once you've seen some certain things, there is no going back. Yeah, this was supposed to just be movie collection talking about. Oh, fuck it. Bitch, Stay Alive. No, that's a good one. It's a little underrated. Maybe I'll talk about that at some point. Children of the Corn. Now, there's a lot of Children of the Corn movies. They're even talking about rebooting it like again. Van Helsing. Now, this was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm a big fan of monsters getting hunted down, all sorts of types of monsters getting hunted down by like Monster Hunter type of movies. I guess because I guess it kind of reminds me of me kind of wanting to hang out. I hear like my two biggest things, like as far as genres goes, is either superheroes or horror films. Like everything else is in the middle, and I like things from each genre. But at the end of the day, the two biggest things I know are superheroes and horror movies. They're very experimental genres. They go as far back. Some of them go as far back as cinema itself. Um, but at the end of the day, horror is the bad side of things, I suppose. and the more messed up side of things. Heroes are all about people that go through adversity to achieve a goal. So horror, I guess heroism has been around since the beginning of time. Even before that, I don't know. And I guess Team genres kind of mix up is kind of cool. Of course, I got Jason. Hey, is anybody want to see me in my keeper mask? Oh, running gag with me that Jason is my grandpa. Not actually canon until like comic book characters. Yeah, I'm making comic books one day for a living. So that's cool. I think I work better as a writer than as an illustrator, but hey, I do what I can. This is pretty cool. I'm not quite sure just how they did it back in the day, but hey, this is how I do it. Of course, you probably just put it in the actual eye holes, you know. So yeah, it's pretty much my movie collection. I got a few others I've gotten. I got a little shop of horrors, Joyful Noise. I got a couple of here and there. Overall, though, yeah, this is pretty much my movie collection. My mom's got a movie collection. Maybe she'll let me go through there and I'll talk about those. But I think it's pretty much the end of the video. I've talked about all my films that I own. Some of them are shows, but mainly films. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.